Greetings everyone. Welcome to the MOOC courses on Pali Abhidhamma at Swayam portal of Government of India. In this module, we are going to discuss material qualities Rupa in Theravada Abhidhamma. The learning objective of this module is to understand the nature, meaning and definition of Rupa. And secondly, we are going to discuss the various sort of material qualities. Let's start with a very obvious question. Why do we suffer in samsara? The reality of reality is that there is always a gap between what we perceive as real and the reality itself. Out of ignorance, we do not conceive the phenomena as it is, called yathabhut in Pali. That is to say, we do not see the phenomenon by penetrating into the threefold nature of reality, and that is by the lakhana. As a result, our ignorant mind leads to suffering. There are two realities of all phenomena as discussed in scripture. The first is conventional reality, otherwise called the ordinary conceptual thoughts, and the second is the ultimate. The Abhidhamma aims to teach the ultimate realities. For example, an ordinary person sees the wall of a class conventionally. This is not an apparent truth, but that wall consists of several qualities such as harshness, forces and vibrations. Again, a person is defined in an ultimate sense by the abstract term such as aggregates, elements and bases. Material qualities, Rupa, are said to be the third real, Paramatha Dhamma, as discussed in the Abhidhamma text. In Buddhist terminology, a sentient being is a psychophysical organism. The psychic aspect includes the first two real called consciousness and psychic factor. And whatever is found in the personality of a sentient being other than the consciousness and psychic factor are called material qualities. This module is divided into two parts. In the first part, we will try to understand the concept of material qualities as discussed in the Pali Abhidhamma text, and the second part attempts to deal with all those 28 types of material qualities in detail. Let's see what are the etymologies, definition and meaning of Rup. The term Rupa is derived from the verbal root Rup, meaning is to be deformed, to break up or to perish. In Pali literature, it is said Rupatiti Rupang. It means it is deformed, therefore it is called material qualities. More precisely, the Khajaniya Sutta, this sutta is taken from Samyukta Nikaya, elaborates that it is deformed by cold, heat, hunger, thirst, flies, mosquitoes, wind, sunburn and creeping things. Scholars have translated the term Rupa in many ways, such as matter, form element, materiality and material qualities. Among these connotations, material quality is the most appropriate one, as they stand for quality alone. There is no substance at all. It does not refer to gross matter as we perceive in day-to-day life in various forms. Commentarial exegesis such as Vibhanga Sutta, Varnana of Samyukta Nikaya Atthakatha and Vibhavani Tika in the chapter 6 also support this statement and further explains the characteristic of material qualities as Rupan. However, Rupan here is paraphrased as Vikar, that is to say alteration. It is said, Sit unhadi virodhi pachiyehi vikarang apajyati apadiyati ti attho. It means, therefore, which undergoes into a certain state owing to the adverse physical condition of cold, heat, hunger, etc. A few key points of material qualities are as follows. The first, it is not a psychic aspect, neither consciousness nor mental factor nor the roots. ahetuka. It is ahetuka because it is devoid of moral and immoral roots. It is also called avyakata. It means it is neither a moral or immoral by nature. It is also said to be impermanent and subject to cease. It is cognized by six Vijnanas called consciousness, and neither it is cognizes an object nor does it have a process of cognition. And the last is free from any defilements but makes a basis for generating defilements. It is suggest for you all students to get a detailed analysis of Matika of Rupakand in Dhammasangani. According to Dhammasangani, four great elements and 23 secondary material qualities which are derived by these four great elements are collectively called material qualities. They are 27 in number. However, the commentarial literature add one more material qualities called heart base or hadayavatu. Therefore, they are enumerated as 28. The twofold material qualities, great elements and the qualities that derived from the great elements are again divided into 11 headings. It is said in a literature that Chattari Mahabhutani, Chatunnang cha Mahabhutanang, Upadaya Rupanti, Duvidang, Pietang, Rupang, Ekadas Vidhen, Sangahang Gachati. They are concretely produced material qualities, Niphan Roop. It is said that Bhutappa Pasada Visaya, Bhavo Haday Michapi, Jivit Ahar Rupehi, Atharas Bisbidhang Tatha. They are seven in number. I name all those seven material qualities as follows. The first, essential material qualities. Second, sensitive material qualities. Third, objective material qualities. Fourth, sexual material qualities. Fifth, material quality of base. Sixth, material qualities of life. And the last, nutritional material qualities. Now, the second type of material qualities is called non-concretely produced material qualities. In Pali, it is said as aniphan roop. It is said in a literature, parichedo cha vinyati, vikaro lakhananti cha, anifanna dasacheti, atthavisit vidh bhave. The rest four types of material qualities are as follows. The first, limiting material qualities. Second, communicating material qualities. Third, mutable material qualities. And the last, characteristic material qualities. As I have named, the first seven headings are collectively called as Niphan Roop and the rest are Aniphan Roop. Since the first seven group consisting of 18 material qualities are produced by conditions such as Kamma, Chit, Utu and Ahar, they are called Niphan. Moreover, they are also called Sabhava Rupam, Salakhana Rupam, Rupa Rupam and Sammasan Rupa. They are so called Sabhava Rup because each type has its own peculiar characteristic, such as earth element has its distinct attribute and that is of harshness. Since they arise with the threefold inherent characteristic, that is to say impermanence, dissatisfactoriness and non-self, they are known as Salakhan Roop. Again, the first Roop in the Roop indicates a phenomena having an attribute of change, which undergoes to a certain state. Because of deforming characteristic, it is called Roop and it is called Sammasan Roop, vowel noun of Sammasati, meaning mastering or comprehending. It is so called because they can be comprehended by insight or the three characteristic mark. Since the rest 10 material qualities other than the Niphan Roop are not produced directly from any of the four causes, Kamma, Chit, Utu and Ahar, They are called non-concretely material qualities, अनिर्वचनीय रूप.